For my preparations for Season 4, the final season of Attack on Titan, I have got all caught up with the anime, and I finally got round to watching Season 2 and Season 3 of Attack on Titan. In the previous video, I discussed Season 2, so have a look at that video if you're interested in Season 2. Today I'm going to be sharing my thoughts and feelings about the first arc of Season 3. Within the next week or so, another video is going to be coming out reviewing the second part of Season 3. Then we can all get on this hype train together for Season 4. Good anime afternoon, I'm Dead Diligent, and today I'm getting ready for the final season of Attack on Titan by getting all caught up with the anime. If you like AOT and want me to keep making videos on it, then remember to hit that like button and consider subscribing. I have just finished binge watching Season 3 of Attack on Titan, and the first arc of this season tries something new and different. I managed to watch the whole thing in only one sitting, which is really good for me. I challenge you to do the same. My review today is going to be split into 3 sections. My highlights for the first part of the season, a change in theme, the intro, music and theme. 2 parts of this season really stand out to me as my personal highlights. Let me know in the comments below what's your favourite bits of the first part of this season. The part that stands out most to me in this first part of Season 3 is the test of the King's Court. Now, the King's Court are only self-serving, and it was up to Pixis to prove this. I love the political intrigue in this season, as we have not seen this in any of the previous seasons. This is something that reminisces things like Death Note and Code Geass, the whole mind game and the back and forth going on in the background, and I absolutely love it. My second personal highlight is when Levi is trapped in the saloon or the bar. This whole scene between Kenny and Levi is just amazing. But the bit that stood out most for me is the old Western feel when Levi's trapped behind the bar. I also love the bit when Kenny just lays there, annoyed that he was outsmarted by Levi and that the barman had a gun. Kenny knew this and he sort of kicked himself, and I love him just sitting there with his hat on his head. Amazing. Don't get me wrong, there were more highlights in this first part of Season 3, and some crazy things as well that I couldn't even put on YouTube. My video would get taken down. I think you know the bit that I'm talking about. Maybe you can let me know subtly in the comments. Now, this season has a change of theme and approach, which is clear from the start. This comes across heavily in the intro, which I'll talk about at the end of the video. When watching this first part of the season, was something missing? I'll let you think for a moment. I'll let you think. I'll give you a clue. It was something big or giant. It just wants to eat all humans. You probably missed it in the previous seasons. You probably missed it entirely in Season 1 and Season 2. These little guys. Yeah, the Titans. Yeah, you got it, the Titans. This season focuses on inside the walls and the dangers within. Titans are not seen really at all in this first part of the season, which I think is a good choice, but definitely a risk by the writers. Like, think about it for a moment. The main enemy of humanity and the protagonists in the season are Titans, but throughout Season 1 and Season 2 we noticed that some things are very wrong in the walls, and that's not the Titans' fault. And I think during this season as well, and Season 2, we find out that the Titans are actually just more victims. Let me know what you think in the comments below about this change in approach, which is a lot more mind games, political intrigue, espionage, but it still has the action, but it's more human on human combat. As much as I enjoyed the beginning of this season, I cannot say the same for the intro. Every intro brings something new to AOT. The first one was the most iconic, the second one was my favourite for a long time, and then the third is now my favourite. The fourth is by far the worst. When I say the worst, let me clarify that the first 3 seasons are all 9 out of 10 or 10 out of 10 for me as intros, and this fourth one just doesn't have that same wow factor as the other 3. I understand they were trying to be slow with it to match the season, which I think they do perfectly, but for me I just found that it didn't really have any substance, and I found myself skipping the intro, which I don't normally do on the other seasons of Attack on Titan. I did, however, find myself later humming the song, so that's a good thing, I guess. You might also notice that there were no Titans in the intro. Just a fun fact for you. If you like this sort of format in my videos, let me know in the comments below. Don't forget to hit that like button. It really helps the channel grow. And as always, have a great Attack on Titan afternoon.